This offseason, we saw a team that was in the NBA Finals avoid the luxury tax and allowed one of their best players to leave for a division rival with the Indiana Pacers and Miles Turner. But a team that was not even in the playoffs last year is very deep into the luxury tax in the Eastern Conference, trying to compete with the roster they have right now, and that is the Toronto Raptors. And something I will give the Raptors and their front office credit, even though maybe a lot of Raptors fans are not happy with MLSE and they let go of Masai Ujiri this year, they're okay paying the luxury tax for a roster that's maybe not great. And they just brought back Jakob Poeltl on an extension, which I'll make sure we update that here. They gave Brandon Ingram $120 million before ever playing a single minute for them. Quickly got the bag last offseason. They inherited RJ Barrett's contract from the Anunoby trade. They maxed out Scotty Barnes. They just drafted Colin Murray-Boyles with the 9th pick. They've drafted Grady Dick and Jacoby Walter in the first round over the last few years. They have one of the best summer league rosters, at least on the defensive end of the floor. And yeah, we're going to be rebuilding the Raptors today in a wide open Eastern Conference. I think the Raptors can be competitive next year. I don't think they're going to win a playoff series, but I wouldn't be totally shocked if they ended up better than the Celtics, the Pacers, and the Miami Heat. So let's give Jakob Poeltl this extension, which I don't really love it, but you know what? They got the guy to stay in Toronto. We'll see what ends up happening later on. So yeah, this is a deep team. Like I said, Ulrich Chomsky's had his moments in Summer League. I like Chucky Hepburn for them, but I don't think he's going to make this roster right now. It's just like, where do these minutes kind of get orchestrated? So quickly, he's going to start at the 1. There's been talks that they're going to trade away RJ Barrett, who I'm thinking about like having as the 6th man on this team and having Grady Dick start at the 2 with quickly Ingram, Barnes, and Poeltl, because we do need some 3-point shooting before we even think about trading RJ Barrett. AJ Lawson's had some summer league moments as well. I obviously want to play Colin Murray-Boyles, who was the first round pick. I think Jonathan Mobo can get around 14 minutes a night. Shed's going to get around 10. We're going to go 15 to Abaji, about 14 there to see. Like, there's just so many guys to play right now. I think Jacoby Walter can get 17. 27 to Barrett is good. Like, I want to get more minutes. I want to go 34 to Scotty. This is kind of tough. So maybe we go 24 to Grady Dick. 26 to Quickly's fine. Maybe I end up only going 8 and 10 to Mobo and Shed before any injuries. Because I would like to go 35 to these two. And let's go 29 to Jakob Poeltl. And obviously we want Scotty Barnes to develop. And I'm really like interested and intrigued to see how Barnes and Brandon Ingram are going to play with each other. So we go off to a 2-0 start this year, including a win against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And hey, we are off to a pretty good start, but unfortunately, Scotty Barnes, great, just got hurt. Oh, that is pretty brutal. What's the injury? It's a broken right wrist. 2 to 4 weeks for a broken wrist. That seems a little generous. And I also like them getting Elijah Martin in the second round as well. He was a really good point of attack defender at Florida last year for a team that won a national championship. So we got off to a 5-0 start. This is kind of like shades of Paolo Banchero from the 2025 season for the Orlando Magic. All right, so this team has been pretty banged up this year, but we're playing well. We just lost Brandon Ingram to a broken left wrist, something that Scotty Barnes had earlier in the year, but we are 28-15 right now. We are currently the 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and we have a pretty good point differential as well. The defense has been number 2 in the Eastern Conference. We're number 7 in offense. Like, I'll definitely take that right now. And this is a team with a ton of depth. Scotty Barnes, 48 from the field, 28 from 3. Maybe that shot is never going to come around, but he's giving me 8 rebounds and 4 assists tonight. Brandon Ingram in around 31 minutes, 50, 38, 81 splits. Like, I'll take that. Wish the scoring was a little bit better. There is RJ Barrett, who was struggling with the 3-point shot earlier. It's coming around at 37%. There was an injury to Grady Dick, so he started a little bit. Quickly's been efficient this year as well. Grady Dick is lights out, 50, 45, 77 splits. He had a serious injury that he just came back from. Jakob Poeltl, 11 and 8. It's fine. Ochai Agbaji, 48, 40 splits. I'll take that. Jacoby Walter shooting 38 from 3. There's first round pick Colin Murray-Boyles, who that was like a big swing skill with him coming out of South Carolina. Will that 3-point shot develop? Unfortunately, Jonathan Mobo's not shooting well. Jamal Shedd's shooting well. Elijah Martin, not as much. And I wonder how active I'm going to be at the deadline, which is basically in a week right now. And we're going to be double-digit games above 500. I think we can still maybe look to sell high on RJ Barrett. We just got Brandon Ingram back. RJ Barrett's having a good season. 17, 5.7, and 4.5. I just don't know if we're going to get anything great for him. Like, looking at what Brandon Ingram got on the market, like, are we going to get anything spectacular for RJ Barrett? Grady Dick wants a new extension, $100 million. That is a lot of money. I mean, trying to trade away like Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett for Zach LaVine isn't like the worst idea in the world. I would have 2 years left of LaVine. It's a lot of money, but I'd get off the last 2 years of that Quickly deal. But that's not what I should do for a team like contending right now. Maybe this just ends up being a contract I move in the offseason. So I don't really know if I'm going to be much of a buyer. I think I wouldn't mind trying to get another center just in case like I don't really want to play Mobo for the playoffs, which I could at 6'9". It's just like I'm scared an injury could happen to Jakob Poeltl and I have nobody back there. I mean, I could release like Jamison Battle here who's not playing. He showed some moments last year. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring back old reliable, or old reliable, I should say. And that's going to be Chris Boucher, who's a free agent. Bring him here on the minimum. And Wemby just won the 2026 MVP. Cooper Flagg is your rookie of the year. Josh Giddey, 6th man of the year in Philly. Wemby, Depoy, Trey Davis, most improved. And Devin Booker averaged 31 points a game. I don't think we're going to get any Toronto Raptors on an All-NBA team. Bam Adebayo does make it. Okay. Nobody on an all-defensive team. Shout out to the Thompson twins making it. And we did get Colin Murray-Boyles on all-rookie second team. Maybe the defense played a part. He shot 9% from 3. The Raptors are the 2 seed. The last time the Raptors were a 2 seed, they won it all. Now, I don't remember exactly. Well, they were the 2 seed in 2019. I forget what they were in the bubble. I know they lost to, Boston in the conference finals? Or round number 2? No. They lost to Boston in round number 2 because Boston lost to Miami in the conference finals. So I don't know what we're going to end up doing here in the playoffs, but it's wide open, right? Knicks at the 1 seed, us at the 2 seed. You have Hawks, Bulls somehow with no Josh. Why does 2K love the Bulls? I don't get it. Cavs, Orlando, Brooklyn is there. Milwaukee, 28-54. The Sixers make the play-in tournament going 34-48. We are fully healthy for the playoffs as well. Grady Dick has got a minor injury, but we are at full strength. Now, I know he was on all-rookie second team, but I may not have John or Colin Murray-Boyles for the playoffs. I don't think 11-man rotation is wise. So I'm going to have Abaji and Jacoby Walter get around 15 minutes a night. Mobo is kind of like the backup 5, so he'll get 15 minutes a night. Shed did struggle from the field, so I honestly may not play Jamal Shed in the playoffs. We'll go 27 to RJ, 32 to Jakob Poeltl. Let's go 37 to Scotty, 37 to Ingram. We can go about 31 too quickly. And then we'll do both 29 to Grady Dick and RJ Barrett here. And we'll see if we're able to beat the Indiana Pacers with no Tyrese Halliburton. He could come back this series, but they're starting Ray J. Dennis at the 1. A lot of people did not like my Pacers rebuild that I traded Pascal Siakam. I think it's a little bit of a hot take, but I don't think the Pacers are going to be good next year. And Siakam's going to be a year older. He's going to be a little bit more expensive. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if Mathurin can be that guy, that old depot leap for them next year. That is the big X factor. We do end up losing game 3. Give up 55 points in the 4th quarter. That is not good. RJ played pretty well in this game. Game number 4 goes to the Raptors. We are 1 game away from winning our first playoff series since the bubble, and we end up winning it. So we end up winning 98-89. We end up winning by 9 points. A good defensive game here. Scotty Barnes, star-making round 1 performance, 25-8-5 in his second career playoff series because they lost to the 76ers back during the 2022 playoffs. So here we are going up against the Atlanta Hawks in round number 2. Just looking at the playoff series here. Ingram and Barnes doing something, man. RJ, hasn't been bad. Grady Dick, you need to be better. Quickly, speaking about somebody that needs to be better. All right, so we're taking on Atlanta, a team everybody's picking here to make a run in the East this upcoming season. And Jalen Johnson is unfortunately hurt for them. That is not good. They still have Kristaps Porzingis. He is healthy. We do win game 1, 146-119. Grady Dick with 28. RJ Barrett with 28. And Scotty Barnes with a 27-10-7 performance. Hell yeah. Game 2, we do lose this one. 139-111. Trae Young at 41. Quickly and Ingram combined for 52. Game 3 does go to the Toronto Raptors. 112-104. 23-11 for Jakob Poeltl. 10 rebounds for Ingram. 14 rebounds for Jonathan Mobo. I'll take that. Game 4, they tied up. All right, we got a good series here in round number 2. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Massive Game 5 rubber match, and we lose this one by 19. Damn. Scotty goes 7-14, turned it over 4 times, quickly 6-13. Not great. Not great whatsoever. RJ 6-15, 0-7 from 3. We are going to force a game 7, though. We win by 28. Scotty bounces back, 10-15 from the field, 10-11 from the line. RJ Barrett shot the ball a ton here, quickly at 17. 10-13-6 for Jakob Poeltl. So here we go. Game 7 of round number 2. But we're going to be without Brandon Ingram. Damn, he unfortunately suffered, let's see, right shin splints, and he's already dealing with a finger injury. So it's a double whammy. He's having a good playoffs. We're going to get RJ Barrett in there, but that is like 37 minutes I'm going to have to kind of distribute now. So this may allow me to put maybe we go 7 to Shed, 7 to Colin Murray-Boyles. I know that's asking a lot out of them. Would I rather play Boyle? I'll play Jamal Shed. About 10 minutes a night here. And then I'm going to go 38 to Scotty. Grady Dick's been kind of on fire in this series. Let's go 34 to Dick. Let's go 35 to RJ. 34 to Poeltl. And then we can do a little bit more to Abaji and Jacoby Walter, the wings coming off the bench. So here we go. Game 7. We are at home, but we are down by 18 right now with no Brandon Ingram. Let's see. Can somebody step up in the third? We had a good third quarter offensively, but not great defensively. We're down by 12 with 5.5 to go. Oh my God. We have cut it within 2 minutes and 15 left. Grady Dick's got 25. Scotty Barnes is 23. All right, let's watch this unfold. Let's see what happens. All right, do we have... I think I see RJ out there, Pirtle's out there, Grady Dick's out there, Scotty. Okay, quickly, the whole starting five's out there. Pirtle inside. Come on, get that over Trae Young. No, thank God he makes it. Okay, that was scary. We are all tied up at 121 apiece. Let's see if we can lock down defensively. They're going to call timeout. All right, so out of the timeout, Trae Young's dribbling up the ball. They got Okongwu and Porzingis out there. I think that's fine with Scotty and Pirtle. They can hold their own. Quickly trying to guard Trae with no help, and Trae misses the layup. Quickly gets the stop. We have a chance to take the lead. Under 2 minutes to go. Grady Dick on the left side there, guarded by Dyson Daniels. He's trying to get around him, can't do anything. He's one of the best defenders in the NBA guarding him. So let's see what happens. Dick is holding the ball for way too long, kicks it over quickly. Barrett off a screen, a deep three, no good. Not the shot the Toronto Raptors wanted by any means. Trae Young pushing the ball up and down the floor right now. He's going to find Porzingis inside, who is going to make the left-handed shot to give the Hawks the lead again. We are now under 90 seconds left in this game. Quickly going over the screen, still guarded by Trae Young. Barrett coming off an off-ball screen. He's trying to get around Reece Ashe. Over to Pirtle in the corner. Back to Quickly at the top of the key. He gets a left screen from Scotty Barnes. Three is no good. Oh my God. That wasn't a bad look by Emmanuel Quickly, but I don't know, man. Maybe we kind of settled there yet again. They kind of score here. We're not looking good. Trae Young trying to score and Quickly, but Quickly's holding his own. Kristaps for three, no good, and we get the rebound with 51 seconds left. Grady Dick is pushing the ball down the floor, guarded by Dyson Daniels, though. He can't get around him. Quickly, guarded by Trae, gets a screen from Scotty. Scotty has not touched the ball here in the final 2 minutes whatsoever. Barrett off a screen, trying to go to work on Zachary Reece Ashe. He's going to get a screen from Jakob Poeltl. RJ tries to go behind the back, out to Quickly as the shot clock winds down, and he misses it. Our shot selection here in the final 2 minutes, kind of abysmal. We need a stop here, and we could force overtime or still win this game. But if they score here, it may be over. So we got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trae Young trying to go around Quickly with great defense. He gets the stop, and the Raptors have a chance to send this game into overtime, win the series, or potentially lose the series with the final possession. Jakob Poeltl inbounding the ball. He's going to find Grady Dick at the top. Where is Scotty Barnes? Grady Dick trying to go around their best defender. This is not what we want, and Grady Dick's going to settle for a three, and he misses it as he falls down. There's no foul call. What was that last possession by the Toronto Raptors? Scotty Barnes has not touched the ball in the final 2 minutes on the offensive end of the floor, and the Atlanta Hawks beat the Raptors in 7 games. No Raptors comeback there. We were so close to pulling it off. And the Raptors have been eliminated, so we haven't made it to the conference finals since the 2019 season, although this team did, you could say, overachieve this year. Who knows, if Brandon Ingram does not get hurt, maybe we end up beating the Hawks, as the Cavs beat the Hawks in 5, and the Spurs beat the Timberwolves, who went to 3 straight conference finals now, and the Spurs end up sweeping Cleveland to win it all. There goes LeBron James, Chris Paul, Al Horford, Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook, and Raptors legend DeMar DeRozan, who I'm going to override his retirement because I thought there was a chance we could do some type of RJ Barrett for DeMar DeRozan trade. I know I wouldn't help out our floor spacing, but if I can get a draft pick out of that, I would definitely think about doing that type of trade, even though we were just, I don't know, one shot away from making it to the conference finals, and it is a shame that we couldn't win with how much we're paying for this roster, but it's okay, though. We are going to have our first round pick. It's going to be all the way, though, at 26, and the Celtics are going to have a top pick in the draft, so they're going to continue to get better next year. And where's that Pacers pick that the Raptors had at one point? It's going to be there at 15, so nothing too crazy. So we're here on the night of the 26th draft. We either have to consolidate our talent, or we're not going to make 3 selections here on draft night. And the Sacramento Kings have the 12th overall pick in this draft. I'm thinking about trading away RJ Barrett's expiring to let DeMar DeRozan retire as a Toronto Raptor in a much scaled down role. It's going to save us $4 million. I don't know if I could steal anything else from them. Like, I'm not getting Nick Clifford. I could ask for 33. They don't have like a future first rounder because they traded one of those for Nick Clifford. So you know what? I think that's going to be it. I'm just going to get 12 in DeMar DeRozan for RJ Barrett. It helps them out next year and in the long term, since DeRozan was going to retire. We get him to retire in a Raptors jersey, and I get the 12th overall pick out of it. They're going to say no to that. I don't want Nick Clifford. I mean, I would love Nick Clifford, but you don't need to trade him to me. I'll give you 26 and 27 in the second round. They're going to say yes to that. And it's going to be tough to find a team willing to take on $97 million of Emmanuel Quickly money. But hey, there's a chance Emmanuel Quickly can become a sixth man for us, because he was great in that role for the Knicks in 2023. Finished runner-up to Malcolm Brogdon in the 6th man of the year voting. It's just not a great contract, but quickly is still a good player in that microwave scoring role. As the Pistons, wow, just traded for Miles Turner. So now he's doing just a Central Division tour. He's done the Pacers, the Bucks, and now the Pistons. The Bucks have the 3rd overall pick, and they get Darren Peterson. What a home run idea for Milwaukee, pair up Peterson with Giannis. So I think I'm going to take a point guard here. There's a lot on the board. I could take Darius Cuff from Arkansas. I like the idea of Bennett Sturtz, though, from Iowa. He's around 15 on my early big board right now. I don't want to take a shooting guard or a small forward since we have Agbaji, Ingram, Walter, and Dick. And obviously DeMar DeRozan as well. I could take another center here, but maybe I can get one at 26 or 27, wherever we're picking. I think it's 26. So I'm going to take Bennett Sturtz, the point guard, the NBA-ready point guard out of Iowa. I think a cuff would take a little bit of time to develop. Who knows? Sturtz could end up starting over Emmanuel quickly by the end of the year. Shout out to Milwaukee. They just got Darren Peterson and Mikal Brown Jr. in the same class. That'd be a dope backcourt long term. And I'm definitely going to take a center here or a power forward. I don't mind the idea of Jackson Lindenberg from Michigan. We can get is that Michael Ruzic basically? Henry Vassar, who transferred from I think Arizona to UNC. Thomas Huck from Florida. There's JT Toppin, the skilled big man, but we kind of have Conn Murray Boyles at the 4, so I want to take a true 5. I think I'm going to take Magoon Guath here from San Diego State. Yeah, let's take him here, and he could just be in that lineage, or just kind of that center depth with Pirtle right now, and then we have Ulrich Chomsky and Guath now, who we just picked up. All right, so I'm going to pick up the team option on Dick, Mobo, Walter, Shed, and Elijah Martin. Luka and Trae Young opt out. So does Isaiah Hartenstein got his team option declined. I'll give all these guys the qualifying offers. I mean, Agbaji has a $14 million qualifying offer. The Clippers are giving him 2 years, 7.8. I'll match whatever deal he gets. That's an easy deal to match. And I'm pretty sure Kyle Lowry retired. I could be wrong, but if he didn't, no, he did. Okay. Because I was like, I'll definitely sign Kyle Lowry to pair him up with DeMar DeRozan. So we are going to renounce the rights on Chris Boucher. We created a $4 million trade exception with that Barrett deal. If I lose Lawson, it's fine. Agbaji gets 2 years, 8.6. I got a match. We are going to give him that. So right now, going into next year, we have 3 solid point guards in Quickly, Shed, and Bennett Sturtz. We're going to have Dick, Walter, and Martin, Ingram, DeRozan, and Agbaji, Barnes, Mogba, Moore, Conn Murray Boyles, and Magoon Guath, and Jakob Pertl, and I'm going to get Chomsky back. So this is a very deep roster. And I don't think I'm going to make any crazy trades. I think I like getting another point guard. I mean, losing Barrett will hurt, but we have so much invested into Ingram for the next 2 years. Scotty's getting paid a ton. We're going to get off the DeRozan contract at the end of the year, and I think it's just a cool homecoming. Maybe it's a little bit too storybook. Any contract extensions I want to do, Ingram, nah, let's hold off on that. Grady Dick, I mean, I don't know if I want to give him $30 million. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think I'm going to have to release AJ Lawson, unfortunately. I know he's killed it for the Raptors at times last year, and he's playing well in the summer league, but we just don't have a roster spot right now. So it's going to be Quickly at the 1. I think we're going to start Grady Dick at the 2 for the 3-point shooting. Ingram, Barnes, Pirtle. Jacoby Walter in the 6-man is good. I'm going to go like 16 minutes of DeRozan, maybe even 15. I don't think I'm going to play Jamal Shed right away. I want to play Conn Murray Boyles around 17. We'll do 13 of Mobo. Walter can get 22 minutes a night because I would like to go at least like 34 to Ingram, 34 to Barnes, 29 to Pirtle. I think 26 to Grady Dick. We could do 25 to the backcourt. That's fine because I got to get Agbaji minutes and I want to get. Damn, this team is so deep right now. I want to get Bennett Sturtz at least some minutes. So I'm not going to play Shed, Chomsky, Guath, or Elijah Martin right now. So Mobo is the backup 5. We're 4-star balanced under Darko Rajakovic. This team still we have a ton of depth. There goes Scotty Barnes at the start of the year, very similar to last year. All right, so just a quick update. We are 7 games under 500. Scotty Barnes has suffered 2 different injuries this year, and we are currently the 11th seed in the East. I mean, it's been a great story for DeMar DeRozan, but I just wonder if he's just blocking other people right now. And I got the 12th pick for RJ Barrett. That was fine. Brandon Ingram has been really good and has been kind of the engine of this offense with Scotty Barnes hurt for a little bit. Like Mobo Murray Boyles just taking a little bit of a step this year. I think I'd like to find more minutes for him as the season goes along. Looking at Jacoby Walter, the efficiency is there. He may have a more, I don't know, serious role if we don't re-sign Grady Dick, but he wants like $30 million, and I don't think that's wise for us right now. Agbaji shooting 44 from 3. Quickly's been pretty good, but he just suffered a high ankle sprain, so Shed's going to get in the rotation now. Bennett Sturtz has been all right. We'll see as this team can just get a little bit more healthy because we've been, I don't know, this is kind of resembling the 2025 Raptors this past season where everybody was just kind of banged up. We're currently 15-24, 16-25 now. Jakob Pertl's got food poisoning. Quickly is healthy. And yeah, we are 21-30 at the deadline. Brandon Ingram could opt out essentially in a couple months and become a free agent, which he definitely well could. He's having a good year. I don't know what to do. with this team right now. We maybe overachieved last year. I don't think RJ Barrett was like the main piece, and that's why we are crumbling right now. Grady Dick wants a lot of money. We're gonna let him hit restricted free agency. I don't know if I could find a quickly trade partner. He's been good. It's just like $97.5 million is a lot to commit to. So the Lakers starting center is Nick Richards. I'm going to send them, I think, Jakob Poeltl for Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect has 2 years left on the deal, and if I do lose Grady Dick and I want that elite, reliable three-point shooter, that could be Dalton Connect. So I will have to give up a 2027 second. I don't think I can get a first rounder out of this. It would be their 2031 first. I mean, we could try it. I also don't mind including like another piece down here as well. Don't really want to trade Jamal Shed, but like I would consolidate. Elijah Martin doesn't have much value. Let's just offer this to them, see if they counter. Yeah, you want my 2028 first? I'll pass. So what about if we just did Jakob for Connect? They would want the 2027 second. We're going to do this deal. I'm just going to get out of the Jakob contract before he potentially regresses. The center, man, I don't know. Like, I thought about, honestly, like, running Scotty Barnes at the 1. So I think Ulrich is going to get, like, 20 minutes a night. And then I'll probably go, like, 9 to Mohamed Gwath. Honestly, there's no point in playing DeRozan right now. I do wish we could make the... I mean, we could still definitely make the playoffs, but I do wish we were a little bit better with him in his final year. So, well, this is tough now because maybe I end up going like 15 to Gwath, and then because I want to get Dalton Connect a decent amount of minutes as well. We just got a really deep team, and I don't know if it's deep in a good way. And of course, after the All-Star break, we are rattling off of, oh my God, wait, oh, we lost to Boston. Holy crap. After the deadline, we went on a 9-game winning streak. We are 1 game under 500. Well, now I'm thinking we're going to make the playoffs. Yeah, we are going to finish the season above 500. A very nice finish for the Toronto Raptors. We go 44-38 without Jakob Poeltl. I don't think he was holding us back. I just think we got healthy again. And maybe it didn't really matter who we threw at the 5 spot. So we'll see how far he can go with the LA Lakers. Do we get anybody on an All-NBA team? We do not, unfortunately. All defensive first team, nobody. All defensive second team, 2 Dallas Mavericks. 2 Atlantic Division centers, but no Toronto Raptors included in there. And we do get Bennett Sturts on all rookie second team. Just didn't shoot the ball a lot this year, but was pretty efficient. So we finished as the 8 seed. We're going up against the 7 seeded Bulls in round 1. Same record. The Bulls ended the season, though, on a 10-game winning streak. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how far this team can go. Like, Ulrich Chomsky is going to be the starting center, which is wild for somebody that really wasn't in the rotation much this year. We are going to blow out the Bulls. Let's go. We're going to end their 10-game winning streak. They did come back a little bit in the 4th, but we outscored them 48-22 in the 1st. Scotty Barnes got it done. 24 points. Grady Dick had 19. Connect had 16. So we are the 7th seed taking on the Boston Celtics, who have Simons, White, Brown, Tatum, Walker Kessler, and oh yeah, Cameron Boozer. So for the playoffs, I don't think Bennett Sturts is going to like fully crack the rotation. I mean, it would be fitting to have DeMar in here. So we will have DeMar play. 14 to, it's going to really be an 11-man rotation. Yeah, we'll go like 14 to Mobo, to DeRozan, to Murray Boyles, and Abaji. We're going to go 23 to Walter. Connect as the 6th man. That's fine. He can get like 23 minutes a night as well. Ulrich, yeah, let's see what you can do, man. 24 minutes to you. I would like to go 34 to Scotty. Oh, man, I'd like to get more minutes to these guys, you know? So let's see what happens here against the Celtics. 159-105. Oof. All right, we get blown out in game 1. At least I'm happy I'm here, but then again, it would have been nice to have a lottery pick. Maybe something that could have went up to number 1. Ingram drops 35 in game 2 and we won. We do lose game 3 by 9, 130-121. Ingram's had himself an incredible playoff series so far. Game number 4 goes to the the Celtics, 144-97, brutal. Tatum with 29, Simons with 27, Boozer with 24. Are we going to lose in 5? No, we do force a game 6. We won 121-107. Game 6 here. We end up winning 144-120. Barnes with 26. Ingram with 20. Can we win game 7? I mean, last game 7 ended in a little bit of a heartbreak. Can we come back down 3-1? Oh my God, we're up by 5 in the 3rd. Wow. The Celtics just blew a 3-1 lead. Grady Dick had 32 points in 27 minutes. Knocked down 7 threes, and DeMar DeRozan got a playoff series victory before he retired. That is pretty sick. Back with the Toronto Raptors. Ingram kind of carried us here. But we got to take on Cleveland, who were in the NBA Finals last year, and they are a big, strong, quick team as well. We do win game 1, though, 123-105. So I guess it didn't really matter who the starting center was, which is just wild. Like, I'm just kind of running this playoffs. This playoff run is just strictly all vibes right now. Like, I have DeRozan out there still, which I probably should bench him. But we just dropped We just won by 57 against the 3-seeded Cavs after just beating the 2-seeded Celtics. Now we are up 3-1. I'm petrified we're going to blow a 3-1 lead. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't. Oh my God. We're going to game 7 again. We are going to blow a 3-1 lead. I know it. I know it. We're going to do what the Celtics just did. Please. Oh my God. We won. So this team made it to the conference finals. I traded away Jakob Poeltl in a selling trade, and we just made it to the conference finals. Okay, let's ride. So Jacoby Walter has not been good in the playoffs. I think I may actually remove him from the playoff rotation. DeMar DeRozan is going to get 20 minutes a night. We'll stick with these guys getting 14, but I want to go like 38 to Ingram, 38 to Barnes, and I'd like to go 31 to Grady Dick. Quickly's been okay. So we're in the conference finals, which is wild. This is kind of like Pacers 2024-esque. The Pistons did acquire Miles Turner. They have Marcus Sasser and David Roddy and Kyle Kuzma playing meaningful minutes for this team. It looks like Shaedon Sharpe is hurt. Duncan Robinson is hurt. Isaiah Stewart is hurt. And they're going to most likely be without Stewart and Sharpe this series, and Holland is dealing with a nose injury. And Duncan Robinson wasn't hurt. He's just not great anymore. We do in game 1. 144-125. Okay. Game number 2, we win. In overtime, 133-130. Cade went off. But Scotty saying, you know what? I'm the best player from the 21 draft class. He had 40. We do lose game 3. Ingram had 24. Cade had 35. He's just so tough to stop. But we win game 4. Ingram with 48 in the conference finals. Oh my God. He knocked down 11 threes. I would be livid if I were a Pistons fan. And we just made it to the NBA finals. Ingram, 36.5 and 3 in the conference finals. We're taking on the Dallas Mavericks, and the Raptors for the first time since 2019 are in the NBA finals with Arik Chomsky as the starting center. This is crazy. So Dallas has Irving, Monk, Marshall, AD, Lively. Flagg he's starting. I was like, is Cooper Flagg hurt? I mean, maybe. Game 1 goes to Dallas. They won 138-126. I do feel like we overachieved yet again this year. But Scotty, he's been good for us in the playoffs. Game 2, we do lose this one as well. Damn, we lost by 12, and then we lose by 29. All right, we're going to Toronto for the first home finals game in a while, but we don't win. 116-97. All right, are we going to get swept? Yep. We'd be the laughing stock on NBA Twitter. Just a non-competitive NBA Finals. Unfortunately, a 23-game playoff run comes to an end in bittersweet fashion. It does suck we didn't put up a bigger fight here. But you know what? How cool would it have been if we got DeMar DeRozan a ring before he retired? But it's okay, man. So DeMar DeRozan, just retire, dude. I overrided your retirement last offseason. I'm not going to re-sign you. In our eyes, you retired. We'll retire your jersey number when you eventually retire, but this was hopefully your last year. And since we were the 7th seed, we made it to the NBA Finals and got the 17th overall pick in the draft. Darko Rajakovic is still under contract. All right, we're going to try to maybe make an interesting trade. Domantas Sabonis would be a massive upgrade for us at the 5. I know we just made it to the finals without a true center, but he's got 1 year left on the deal. I'm okay, I think, moving on from quickly. I'm interested about this, but I don't know, maybe not. All right, I want to see if I can get the Denver unprotected 2028 first from OKC and their unprotected first from Denver in 2029. So they have Denver's next 2 first-round picks in exchange for Ochai Agbaji and pick 17. And the Thunder are going to agree to that. So they're going to take Alex Costanza, which is fine. I could have drafted somebody, but I think I want to be aggressive, and having that additional draft capital will be good for us. Ingram opts out. Connect's going to come back for 6.4. Murray Boyles is back. Jacoby Walter's back as well. We're going to monitor Grady Dick. I can't say I'm going to break the bank for him, but we have a lot of free agents right now. Ingram does not have a serious offer out there. So Ja Morant has 1 year left on his deal. I wonder if we can use a little bit of leeway here financially to get Ja. Now, I know he's not a great 3-point shooter, but I feel like this is such a massive upgrade here, and his value may be down since he has 1 year left, right? Unless he did sign a contract extension, which he did not. He's 27 years old. The Grizzlies are not really going anywhere right now. I did just acquire 2 future Nuggets first rounders that I will include in this deal. And then I would like to hold on to all my players here. So I will give you my first round pick, top 5 protected in 2028. So 3 first and Emmanuel Quickly for an expiring Ja Morant. They're going to say no. I don't have too many seconds, but I do have 2 of them. I don't know if that's going to put it over the edge. It is not. All right. Well, I could wait until I sign somebody. I could easily get this done with Jacoby Walter in the deal, but I don't love that. I want to hold on to Watt or Magoon. I do want to hold on to CMB, Sturts. I want to hold on to everybody here. So what I can include, man, this is tough. So this is essentially 4 first-round picks in Emmanuel Quickly for Ja Morant. They're going to say no. Wow. All right. And a second, they say no. All right. We can revisit that. when I bring some of these guys back. So I'm going to give Jamal Shed 3 years, 42, but he's somebody I'm going to try to use in the jaw trade. I'm going to give Brandon Ingram 4 years, 156 to come back. I don't want to renounce the rights on anybody else just yet. And Mobo got a deal from the Kings. What is it? 3 years, 31. I should match that. That's a good tradable contract. And I do have a $17 million trade exception from the Jakob Poeltl trade, which is great for us. So let's go back to John Moran here. 1 year left on the deal. Let's start off with Emmanuel quickly. Let's also throw in Jamal Shed, and let's throw in those draft picks again. We'll see if they change their mind at all. They say no. I don't know if that Denver unprotected just went down in value. I'll give you my top 3 first next year. They say no. Now we're being difficult. Oh man, this is a good deal. 4 first rounders plus Jamal Shed and quickly. That got it done. All right. We just kind of mortgaged a little bit of the future for a Ja, Barnes, Ingram trio. I know it has its floor spacing issues, but man, I'm excited about that. The Ja Moran extension is going to be expensive. We just extended Ingram for a lot of money. So, like, these guys will be making up a lot of our cap space, but we do have a good young core right now. We definitely want to bring back Ulrich on a 2-year deal. We actually have some cap space after that deal was done, given how many young guys we have on the team. And you know what? I can go over the cap for him. I'll give DeRozan a 1-year deal. He's not even cracking the rotation. He's here for strictly vibes. Let's do that. Oh, and you know what 2K did on me? They really renounced the rights on Grady Dick. That's annoying. Why would you do that? All right. I didn't mean to do that. And I could go over the cap for Grady Dick. So I'm going to make sure I get Grady Dick back on my team. I mean, I'll actually wait and see. So Grady Dick hasn't been signed yet. If he doesn't sign with anybody, I'll get him back for like a 2-year deal worth like $60 million. I was not committing over $100 million to Grady Dick. So if somebody gives him that, sure, they could take him. If not, I will give him like 2 years, $60 million. So we get Grady Dick 2 years, $69 million, which I really don't love. Like, that is a lot of money for Grady Dick. And I do have Dalton Connect. So it's a 2-year deal. I could trade him next offseason if we wanted to. Now, we are really running out a hodgepodge center duo. Like, I could move Mobo for a center at one point as well, so keep an eye on that. We'll see if we can get the jaw extension done this offseason, because I'm sure Raptors fans would have, like, PTSD from Kawhi never re-signing with them. Okay, great. He doesn't want to re-sign. Connect. Yeah, I'll give Connect basically the mid-level exception that can ascend. Walter, same thing. Like, both Connect and Walter would basically be under what I'm paying Grady Dick in 2028. Or excuse me, 2029. So I'm probably going to move Grady Dick next offseason regardless. All right, so it's going to be Ja, Dick, Ingram, Barnes, Ulrich Shamshi, who's going to get like 20 minutes. We'll go a decent amount to Mogbo, and I do want Watt to get in there. We picked up Torian Prince and Colin Gillespie. Like I said, DeRozan is not going to be playing. We're going to go about 14 to Sturts because I'm going to go about 34 to Ja. I'd like to go 34 to the big 3. We're going to go like 25 to Grady Dick. We're going to go like 20 to Connect and Walter. We'll do 18 to Murray Boyles. This is fine. Yeah, like I said, DeRozan's not going to play. I want to go like 7 to Magoon Wath, and then we can go 34 there, and we'll go one more there. So, yeah, Mobo, Wath, and Chomchi will kind of all rotate at the 5. Even Colin Murray Boyles can play the 5 as well. Let's see how the season starts. We start off with a 3-0 start. There we go. And this team is off to a great start. We are 25-4. We just had a Brandon Ingram injury. Actually, it was like a weak injury. So I got to throw DeMar DeRozan there in the starting lineup. He's like our Andre Ingram right now. Or like last year, Dirk Nowitzki. So I think like what I would have at the deadline is an option to upgrade the 5 spot. I think Mogbo could be included in there. I think even Grady Dick, if I really wanted to trade him, could be included in there. I mean, the guy is just a stud. 52-40, what was that? 52-45-95 splits. It's insane. With Walter struggling this year, maybe I don't want to move Grady Dick. All right, so Ja would actually re-sign with us. So let's just give him this contract. It's disgusting, but we have this window right now. We're 30-11. We were in the NBA Finals last year. We're the 1 seed in the East with a 10.7 point differential. This team can win it all. So Grady Dick got hurt. Wow, this Torian Prince. Oh, he had an ACL injury. Okay, so Jacoby Walter, shooting a lot better from 3. I could move Grady Dick for a center. That is definitely possible. Dalton Connect 42 from 3. DeMar DeRozan's even shooting 37 from 3. Welcome, DeMar DeRozan. Scotty Ball, 60, 42, 81 splits. What's gone into Scotty? Oh my God, this feels like an outlier season for him. I'll take it though. I mean, it's only 21 threes, but still. So yeah, I think we're going to try to upgrade the 5 spot. I may look to move Jonathan Mobo because I do like Colin Murray Boyles a lot as the backup 4. But the only issue is I gave up so much draft capital for Ja. I really can't trade any picks. Oh, and I do have that trade exception from Jakob Poeltl still. So I could go after somebody like Isaiah Hartenstein. And I wonder if I can get Derek Lively. He's making $21 million. I have the $17 million exception there with Jonathan Mobo And I will give you Magoon Wath. Can that work for Derek Lively? They say no. I mean, I have 3 seconds I can include, but since 2K won't allow me to trade these swaps, I can't really do that. I think I can actually move one first, and it's my 2031 for Derek Lively. They say no. Okay, that was maybe the best guy. I mean, I could try to get Jalen Duren. It's also going to be pretty tough because Mobo is only 2-star trade value. I would throw in Magoon Wath as well. Probably not. It's a 1-year deal, and I wouldn't be able to re-sign him. So this is extremely risky for a rental. At least the Lively was under control. And if I'll throw in 2 seconds. If they do this, sure. If not, it's fine. They say no. All right, what about Daniel Gafford instead? If you didn't want to give up Lively, we could do Mobo for and the exception for Daniel Gafford. They say no. What about if I throw in? I'll just throw in. I'd rather throw in Magoon than first. They say no, and I'll throw in 1 second. Watt being just 1 star sucks. 2 seconds. I don't want to give up any first. I don't want to give up any first for like not a tier 1 center. All right, I think we're gonna do Hartenstein. I'll give you Jonathan Mobo for Hartenstein with the trade exception. They would want my 2032 first for Pelle Larson. I will not do that. I'll give you Magoon, and then I will have to take back. I don't know. Josh Okogie. Would they do that? I don't want to give up any first here. I swore we had something in the trade finder that wasn't me giving up a first. Yeah, just a 2030 second rounder. And I get Pelle Larson in this deal. Sure. We'll do this trade. So welcome to the Raptors, Isaiah Hartenstein, who's also under contract for the next 2 years. That's 16 million, which is pretty good right now. So Shamshi's going to get like 15 minutes. Well, this is actually going to get pretty interesting. So Hartenstein starts. Larson's not going to start. I think Chomsky's going to, I mean, DeRozan's not going to play that. He's not going to play right now. I want Grady Dick getting 25 a night. We're going to bench Connect. He'll get 22 a night. Let's go about 28 to Connect, and then I'll probably do, or excuse me, we'll do 30 to Hartenstein, and I'll do about 9 to Ulrich here. All right, system proficiencies, 4-star balanced. I did have to give up Magoon in that trade. Murray Boyles would be a backup center if one of those guys went down, and Scotty gets hurt. Just be healthy for the playoffs, please. So Cooper Flag, who beat us in the NBA Finals last year, got MVP. Tyron Stokes in Philly, Rookie of the Year. Cameron Boozer, 6-man. Deep Boy goes to Wemby. Rasheer Fleming, most improved in Sacramento. Devin Booker, Clutch Player of the Year. Darko Rajakovic is your Coach of the Year. 63-19 record for the Toronto Raptors as Jokic is on the Golden State Warriors and Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the Washington Wizards at this point in the 2K cycle. Ja Morant, All-NBA third team, shot 40% from 3, 20 points and 8 assists. Obviously, it wasn't like the number 1 anymore, and we created a big 3 here up north. So we get that 1 seed. This is a stacked team. We are deep into the luxury tax, but ownership is willing to be in the second apron for us to hopefully win our second title in 10 years. I don't know what holes are on this team. Like Bennett Sturts is a great backup point guard. This is, yeah, like I said, I don't know if we have any holes. We do have Brandon Ingram starting over DeMar DeRozan. We're going to have Ja, Grady Dick, Dalton Connect. I think for Walter, he's a little bit more volatile. We'll go like 15 minutes a night to him. We're going to go like 8 a night to Sturts in the playoffs, 8 to Chomsky, just for round 1, and then this may change. We'll go like 26 to Hartenstein. That's fine. I'd like to go 37 to the big 3 for the playoffs. And then we can actually go a little bit more to Hartenstein and probably Chomsky here going forward. So this is a really good bench. It's a really good starting 5. Watch us lose in round number 1 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. We do win game 1 by 18. Hartenstein, of all people, was our leading scorer. I don't know why he took 17 shots. He fouled out. So did Ja Morant as well. Okay. Game 2, we do lose this one by 13. Nobody fouled out. Grady Dick at 5. Okay, Grady Dick. I know this is your last probably run here, but I need you to be a little bit better. We do win game 3 by 6. Dalton Connect had 21. Game 4 goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, this is like the worst. Why are they an 8 seed, man? That team is too good to be an 8 seed. We go up 3-2. We blow them out. I don't know, man. Ja did not shoot well in this game. Please do not go to a game 7 against an 8 seed. Thank you. We win in 6. We blow them out of the building. Oh my God. We won by 63. Ingram with 26. Dick with 24. 22, 7, and 10 for Morant. 21, 14, and 6 for Hartenstein. 26 and 5 for Barnes. Round number 2 time. Now we're taking on the Knicks here in round number 2. They don't have OG Anunoby anymore, but they do have Pascal Siakam. Is Jalen Brunson hurt? Or is he on a different team? No, Jalen Brunson is hurt. That is crazy for us. I guess they traded, which is kind of crazy. OG Anunoby for Pascal Siakam. Wow, look at that. So how long is Jalen Brunson out for? Is he out for the whole series or is it day-to-day? He's going to miss like the first couple games. All right, so let's see how this goes. We do win game 1. It would be embarrassing to lose to this team without Brunson. Hartenstein, against this former team as well. We take a 2-0 lead, 141-122. Ja goes off in game 2. Brunson is back and just dropped 35 against us. We lose game 3 by 16 at the Garden. 24 for Ingram. Murray Boyles took 11 shots. Don't know how I feel about that. We do win game 4, 114-107. Ingram 21, Barnes 20. Game 5, bang, there we go. Back in the conference finals. The big 3 getting it done. So we're taking on the Celtics here in the conference finals. Team we played in the playoffs before. This is a very good team. Did that say Nate Ament? No, that was Norman Powell. It's like, no way they've Ament and Boozer. We do win game 1 by 41 points. But this isn't a team to take lightly. They are the 2 seed after all. We win by 14. So like round 2, we take a 2-0 lead. We take a 3-0 lead, something we haven't done in the playoffs. Brandon Ingram going off. Remember there was like Brandon Ingram versus Jaylen Brown or Brandon Ingram versus Jason Tatum time period. I think Tatum and Ingram went against each other for 2020 most improved, and Devontae Graham was in there as well. And then it was like Ingram versus Brown as the best wing from the 2016 draft. It's been Brown for a little bit as we're getting a rematch from last year, but this time we got some help. We added Ja Morant and Isaiah Hartenstein into the fold. Ja gets conference finals MVP. I mean, Bennett starts is really efficient in those 8.5 minutes. Like, I don't think I want to bench anybody. The only thing I would be thinking of is consolidating the minutes, but these guys are getting 37 a night. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm going to say lowered connects minutes, but he's been shooting too well to like not play a ton. All right, so we'll see how the series goes. We almost made a trade with them, which would have been kind of ironic, getting Gafford or Lively. We do lose game 1 by 14. Damn, Ja had 47 in this game. Game 2, we do win, thank God. We're not going to get swept again. We lost by 11. I know playing 11 guys in the NBA Finals is kind, or 10 guys in the finals is kind of ridiculous. I mean, the Pacers kind of did that. Game 3, we win, 136-129. 24 for Ja, 22 for Grady, 22 and 10 for Hartenstein. They tied up, though. This is an entertaining one here. Massive game 5, and we lose it. Oh, my God. We lost by 3 at home. Damn, and Cooper Flag, 80, they didn't even play that well. Wait a second. No way. We're going to lose this series, and Cooper Flag got hurt? Oh, my God. Cooper Flag has collapsed the lung. Oh, my God. This is our time to win the finals. We need to come back down 3-2. They don't have Cooper Flag. All right, we're up by 19. Up by 17. We're going to a game 7. We beat them by 15 on the road. I know everybody would say this is a Mickey Mouse performance. Kyrie, not even, there anymore. Game 7. Like, this is a almost 40-year-old Anthony Davis. Please win this at home. Oh, solid first half. I feel comfortable about us right now. Bang. That was the third quarter we needed. Let's go. I mean, it feels kind of cheap. Cooper Flag got hurt, but we do end up winning the finals in game 7. Brandon Ingram with 25, Grady Dick with 22, Barnes with 21 and 8, Hartenstein 12 and 7, Connect 11 and 4, and the Raptors win it all with Ja Morant, who we picked up last offseason, getting finals MVP. We had Barnes, Ingram, Dick, Walter, that's 4, Murray Boyles 5, and then Ulrich is 6 OG Raptors on the squad. And we got DeMar DeRozan a ring. We'll see if he actually retires. There he goes. So that is pretty sweet. As he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. I never really see him go to the Hall of Fame. So we got that ring, and we're going to retire his jersey number. Let's go. We did right for DeMar DeRozan in this video. I hope you guys did enjoy that Toronto Raptors rebuild. That was a fun one. I've been enjoying the rebuilds as of late. I hope you guys have been enjoying them as well. If you did, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Let me know what you guys think about the Raptors and the rebuilds lately down below. Do you like the Raptors in 2026, or you're a little bit off them? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.